Good morning, everyone. Welcome to 8West. It has been a very, very crazy week.
And very busy.
We talk about March in itself, and there's so much that happens in March, and we're going to be talking about some of those things. But one of them is spring, daylight saving time, and reading month.
Right, March is reading month. It's a celebration all month long of reading, and you know it's so great because we get the opportunity to be invited into a lot of different classrooms. I know you were making the rounds earlier this month, and I actually had the opportunity to head to Bentheim Elementary School in Hamilton, part of the Hamilton Public School District, and Denise Coops, the teacher there, invited me to come read to the kids. So here I am with the first graders yesterday, reading my two favorite books to read. Of course, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs and Thunder Cake. So it's so awesome. What a great group of first graders. And you know, Rach, I know you have younger kids at home.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, because my youngest is in 8th grade now. This is what I love the most and will always, always get me back into the classroom to read to, especially those lower elementary school kids.
What is it?
All the hugs.
Oh, I know. It's
all
perfect.
of the hugs. They love to hug at this age. So I had such a great time.
Isn't it? Afterward, they're like, and I usually start, can I have a hug? Or they'll come up and be like, can I hug you?
I know.
And then you hug the whole class.
Right. Well, and I
love.
And the teachers, I think, work with the kids a lot on boundaries and personal space and everything. And they're like, don't crowd. And I'm like, crowd? Are you kidding me? I'll take all the hugs I can get. So anyway, so Denise and Mrs. Coops, I had a fantastic time. Your first graders are so well behaved, and I have a couple of spots left on my calendar. I've been kind of filling them up, but it's pretty easy. As long as you're within about a half hour, 45 minutes drive of Grand Rapids, I can pretty easily swing by, read a few books, and a few hellos.
March is reading month all month long, and so if you're a parent or a grandparent or a mentor, it's a great opportunity to go into classrooms or go to the Children's Museum or go to libraries. They're always wanting adults to be good mentors for kids and to read to them, because it's sometimes more exciting to be read to.
Yeah, it's so much fun. Although the thing
yourself, even though that's really important, and that's the point.
Exactly.
Improving reading skills.
The thing I'm realizing is very soon, I wear cheaters when I'm reading, like little reading glasses, and so far I've been able to read books like this far enough away that I'm getting to the point where I'm going to have to wear my cheaters. Turning the corner for me.
I'm sure.
Exactly.
Well, that is a really exciting thing about this month, but also we're talking daylight saving time, and it's just a couple days away. It seems to be something that we, do switch the clocks twice a year, our whole lives. Really don't think a lot about the reasons why. We just know that it happens in March and November, of course. So I wanted to look into this and investigate a little bit more about the reasons why we have to do this. And not every country does do it, so it's a little bit interesting. And not every state, should we say, because Hawaii, Puerto Rico, Arizona, they don't take part in daylight saving time.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, and through the years it's changed a little bit. At one point, states were allowed to opt in on whether they wanted to or not. It's become a lot more uniform since then. But the whole main point of daylight saving time is it's saving electricity, and that's something that a lot of our country and some states in particular, like California, have to be very conscious of. I guess there's about 25% of the energy used in our homes is for lighting and small appliances. So when we're home in the evening and we're watching TV and we're cooking dinner and we're doing different things with our family, there's a lot of consumption. So that extra light at the end of the day is very handy for families, because you don't have to be using your lights, and you don't have to be using some of the things that are just a drain. And it's a little bit of savings in each household, but when you add it up all over the country and all over the world for that matter, we're really saving a lot of electricity by simply moving our clocks twice a year.
It's really great, and I love the point at the end. Benjamin Franklin made that idea.
He did.
Or at least proposed the idea.
He did.
Brilliant man. I like Ben Franklin because he's on my favorite bill, the 100. But aside from that, he was one of the most brilliant men around. Invented the printing press, all those other things. So how interesting.
Such a man ahead of his time. He suggested it. It took over 100 years for it actually to be put into action, but he's a smart guy, and he thought this, and then other people were like, well, this is a pretty good idea. So things became more uniform in the United States, but even Britain did at first. They went to the system before we did. Very interesting.
And I always think this is the one you really have to pay attention to, because, in the fall, if you blow it, you're just getting someplace an hour early. This time, you'll be an hour late. Rachel,
it happens inevitably. Late to church, late to lunch. Thank goodness it's on a Sunday when a lot of people are home.
I'm working Sunday morning, so I'm going to have to double check and triple check. And Cody directs the Sunday morning daybreak show.
Here.
So I'm going to say, Cody, if I don't call you by a certain time, make sure you call me.
That's really, really smart, actually. Well, we wanted to do one really quick shout out to a member of our crew here at Wood TV who's worked here for a long time. Frank Lopez, happy birthday to you. You're an awesome guy.
Yeah, he's a great guy. That's his beautiful wife, Lisa, and we're pretty sure that it's 29 this year.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I'm sure it was like 28 last year.
Yeah, I think so. So
he's got two beautiful girls.
Oh, yeah.
He started real young.
Such a guy. He's the perfect guy to be involved with the 8West crew, because he's surrounded by women at home. So might not be surrounded by women at work too, right?
Yeah. Frank's a longtime director here. He wears a lot of different hats and works with excellence and is a good friend also to many people here at the station. So we hope you have a beautiful day, Frank.
Have a birthday weekend.
Yeah.
You enjoy it.
Well, it is time to get the show and the weekend soon started. Today we're talking with our movie guy, Aaron Lafferty, about this weekend's new movies, including, I'm excited about this one, John Carter. There's 3 new movies out this weekend. John Carter, Disney, that's always exciting, plus an update on a movie filmed here in Grand Rapids.
All right. Plus, Miranda will be stopping by to talk about her weekend family fun, and we're talking park parties.
They're back already?
That's right. We're thinking ahead to summer already. The list of this year's park parties just out this week, so we're going to find out how close you may be to coming to your community, or hey, maybe we're going to have a park party where you live.
I love those inflatables. They're so fun. I'm back on those now that I have kids.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll sit down with Allie Vinson, the first female winner on The Biggest Loser, in town for the Women's Expo. We'll talk to her about her experience on the show, her weight loss, and her book.
I'm a huge fan of hers. I love the show, and so it'll be really nice and inspirational to hear firsthand from her. We're also going to sit down with a doctor from the Spectrum Health Medical Group to talk about the 3rd most common diagnosed cancer among men and women, and where you can get your questions answered. Important health information.
Absolutely.